What's the dealio, y'all? This is Isaiah Fowler, founder of SWAV Eyewear and SWAV Agency, and we got another banging ass episode today, man. Every Monday and Wednesday, we coming to you with some direct-to-consumer sauce. We talking about D2C, e-commerce, branding, and strategy. I'm a big fan of strategy. That's all I talk about because what I've learned is strategy is like the secret sauce. That's really what's gonna move the needle. That's what's gonna get you the results that you're looking for. Strategy, 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 right? For the past few years, I've been operating as the strategist and on the board of advisors for e-commerce brands that are doing 500,000 a year, 3 million a year, 6 million a year. And so I've seen a lot of different things and I've learned a lot of different things. Therefore, because I've learned these different things, I come to you on this YouTube channel to really share these things with you in hopes that you could grow your e-commerce brand the right way, properly, and not have to sit here and continue to be misguided, right? So today, we're talking about why e-commerce brands fail. Now, the thing about it is, I do a lot of observing. And in my observations, I've learned why people fail. Right? In e-commerce and in business. But there's a few things that stick out to me. And so that's what we're talking about today, right? I have a few things. I have some stuff written down right here, just sort of like bullet points. But the first thing is, number one, people are so much in a rush. And this isn't even just for e-commerce brands, but this is anybody. You're in a rush. You're literally trying to go from $0, zero understanding, right? Zero experience to 4 million a year because someone showed you this lifestyle. Someone showed you what you could have. But if you're so focused on that, you're literally overlooking everything it's going to take to get what you really say you want. Therefore, you got to stop being in a rush. You got to understand what patience truly means, and you have to exemplify patience. Patience is very bitter, but patience will set you up for the long term more than anything ever will. You gotta have patience, right? You don't want to make decisions based on a short-term desire. If you make decisions based on what you want in the short term, you're going to be in this cycle, in this circle, and you're just going to be repeating it and repeating it and repeating it. And you don't want that. You think that you want what you want, but you don't even know what you want until you've been into something long enough. Because I've seen it so many times. That's why you hear this term pivot all the time. People are always talking about they pivoted their business. A lot of times people don't fully know what they want, so they hurry up and do something in hopes that it's going to make them some money, and then that's when they have to pivot because they were in a rush. And so if you have an e-commerce brand and you're just looking to, hurry up and make some money, then you're going to be in a world of trouble and pain, down the road because the short-term success is very short-lived. If you get it quick, you're going to lose it quick, right? The same way you got it is the same way you're going to lose it. And this is a bitter thing, but, it's just the game. It's just how it is. And you can't live in this fake world when we're talking about not being in a rush. You could be in your own bubble and in your own world of believing in yourself, but you don't want to just be in such a rush that you miss out on the whole process and the whole journey. And that may sound cliche, but it's the truth. Because you're going to think that you want to be making millions and you're going to wish that you was able to enjoy making 80,000 a year. You're going to wish you was enjoying that because every level is going to demand different things. It's going to demand a different version of you. It's going to demand a lot. And so you don't want to get to the point where, you went so fast and now you got all these mental health issues and stuff like that, right? Another reason why I've seen that people fail or they don't get where they want to get to is they have no consistency, right? Just because you're not posting on social media doesn't mean you're not consistent. That's a facade as well, because there's so many things that go into business. There's so many things that go into really building your brand. You could be going hard on product development, right? And you could be in a season where you're creating 3 to 5 new products or designing 2 new collections and not really be on social media. Now that is why, as your business grows, you need to set it up to where like you have a system and you have like content going out. But just because you're not on social media doesn't mean you're not being consistent. But you need to be consistent at actually building your whole business. You need to be consistent at setting up your emails. You need to be consistent at creating a strategy, focusing on a strategy, looking at the long term, looking at your P&Ls, your profit and loss statements, really dissecting your own business. You have to learn how to dissect your own business. And if you don't know how to dissect your own business, you need somebody to come in to dissect your business so that way you have perspective. You have to value perspective. A lot of people don't value the perspective because it doesn't come with a quick dollar. And that's another thing. You got to stop valuing like things that are right in front of you. You got to learn how to value the things that are far ahead of you. That's what's really going to pay you. But people just aren't consistent. 1 month, they want this e-commerce brand. A month and a half later, they want to start flipping houses and getting into real estate. A few months later, they want to be a full-time stock trader. It just goes on and on and on. That is lack of consistency, and that's lack of focus. So you got to learn how to be consistent. Another reason why e-commerce brands fail is because they are not launching enough products, okay? If you have a brand or company and you're looking to really brand it long term, I think that depending on what your product is, you need to be launching something new at least 2 times a year. Because when you launch a new product, you're getting the same effect as when you launch your actual business. So think about it. If you launched your business in like right now in January, right? And a whole year goes by and you didn't launch any new products, it's easy to get discouraged. But if 6 months goes by, after you initially launch, you may see a downward trend. In order to keep that trend going up, a new collection, some new products will do wonders for your brand to keep the trend going upward. So you got to launch new products. You got to launch new products. I don't care what you're selling, right? Don't only sell one thing. Have a brand and then diversify the products in your brand. I'm not saying if you have a hair care company, start selling apparel. I'm not saying that. Sell more hair care products and then market those products more. Right? You have to have new products. Until you have a solid core amount of products that's generating revenue, that's your foundation, and then you could take your time with new products. But it depends on what your products are, right? What industry you're in. But I see a lot of people that don't have new products and then they're wondering why their business isn't growing. Another reason why e-commerce brands fail is you're not growing, right? The founder. Your business is only going to grow to the amount or to the level that you grow at. If you don't grow, how do you expect your business to grow? Your business is literally an extension of you and your consciousness. So if your business is an extension of you, if you stagnate, so will your business. You have to consistently be reinventing yourself. Consistently. Because when you have reinvented yourself, you have new ideas, you have a new way of thinking, and then you can do that same thing in the business. But if you get stale and stagnant and bored and depressed, that's all your business is going to be. So ask yourself, am I growing? Am I really growing? Am I getting new perspective? Am I getting new insight? Am I doing things that foster newness inside of me? Am I creating? Am I creating enough? Your creativity is very important. I'm going to do a whole episode on creativity, but your creativity is very important. Very, very, very important. You need to be creative in your business because we all came from the energy of creation. Your business came from the energy of creation. You need to keep that energy of creation alive inside of you so your business can stay alive, because business is nothing but a series of different creations. Every time I create a podcast, that's a creation that's going out in the world, and it opens up new possibilities in my life, because you never know who's going to see what. You got to stay creative. And a lot of entrepreneurs aren't creative enough. So as I've looked back on a few things, those are some of the reasons why e-commerce brands aren't successful or why they fail. The average business after 5 years, 90-something% of businesses fail after like 5 years. They don't make $1 million. Only like 5% of businesses make $1 million or more of small businesses. So, there's all these statistics, but at the end of the day, like, this is from what I've seen firsthand. And it's in alignment with those statistics, but I understand those statistics more now because I've seen it. I've seen people that, why they were where they were. And at the end of the day, you got to really have accountability of yourself, because nobody's going to be accountable for you. You're in charge of growing a business. So these are things to really think about. Are you being creative? Are you consistent? Do you have new products that you're launching? Are you consistent enough? Do you even believe in yourself? Are you growing? Ask yourself these things. And if the answer is no to some of them, then it's time to just get real with them and, fix the situation so that you can get what you want. Because a lot of people say they want certain things, but their actions don't match up. So allow your actions to match up with what you say so you can get the things that you want. You know what I mean? So that's what I wanted to talk about today, man. Just why businesses fail. Well, e-commerce brands fail specifically. D2C brands. It's just a mindset, yo. You got to be on the offense. You can't be scared. You got to believe in yourself. You got to be relentless, and you got to be consistent. You got to be creative. You got to reinvent yourself. All these different things. So stop being scary. Go after what you want. Hit me up if you need strategy. And always remember, everything you do in life starts with a vision, man. Peace.